Hello students, let us start a new chapter which is very important, that is chapter 5, India's Heritage of Science and Technology. A compulsory 4-mark question is asked from this chapter. So let us have an introduction. The discoveries and inventions in the field of science and technology, it has brought the world closer. As you know, it is only because of technology. It is only because of science and technology that the the whole world has came closer to each other. Now countries are exchanging their thoughts, views. It's only because of science and technology. So what is science? Science means systematic knowledge. And what is technology? It means practical utility of systematic knowledge. Whatever knowledge is obtained by science, the application of this knowledge is known as technology. Normally these words are used together only. There is not much difference. Now what about our ancient India in the field of science and technology? So it is said that the great sages of our ancient India, they have given invaluable heritage of India. They has gifted to India invaluable heritage. So in which field you can say they have made an outstanding contribution in the field of metallurgy, chemistry, science of medicine, surgery, mathematics, astronomy, astrology, Vastu Shastra and physics. So one by one we are going to learn in detail that what is the contribution in this field. So very first question, explain the introduction of ancient India in the field of metallurgy. Answer is also very simple. It can be learned very easily. So if we talk about metallurgy, since ancient age, the people of India used metallurgy in their practical life. And they have made extraordinary development in the field of metallurgy. How can you see that? So the very first example is a metallic idol of a female dancer. It is discovered from Indus Valley civilization. So we can say that 5000 years old art, which is Indus Valley civilization, we have seen that a metallic idol of female dancers. So this shows an example that metals were used, applied even ancient. Next we can see statue of Buddha belonging to Kushan period, that is found from Takshashila. Third example, in South India during Chola period, numerous metal idols were found. So these are the examples we can say that India was progressed in the field of metallurgy. Next, the very best one, statue of Nataraja, a masterpiece in sculpture which is famous all over the world, and it is preserved in museum at Chennai. Another example, that is metal idol of Ram the Archer, that can be seen in museum. Artistic statues of god, goddess, birds and animals, beetle nutcutter, they are considered as a best example of metallic art. So these all example, first we told metallic idol of female dancer, next statue of Buddha, next Chola period we can see many idols are there, next statue of Nataraja, next Ram the Archer, next many statues of god, goddess, birds and animals, and last one beetle nutcutter. They all are shows that India had contributed in the field of metallurgy, and answer is completed. Next comes chemistry, that is alchemical lore, that is a knowledge regarding the using of chemistry. Chemistry is an experimental science, and this science is very useful for various minerals, plants, next seeds for agriculture, making various metals, bringing changes in that metals, combining many metals, Even it is used for making medicine. So that's why the field of chemistry is very important. It is known as experimental science, as it is useful for various minerals, plants, metals. So the example, Acharya Nagarjuna. Acharya Nagarjuna, a learned Buddhist of Nalanda University. He is also known as Acharya in the field of chemistry. So what is his contribution? Why Acharya Nagarjuna is known as Acharya in the field of chemistry? He has written two books, Ras Ratnakar and Arogya Manjiri. He has written two books. The name of the books are Ras Ratnakar and Arogya Manjiri. He even said the use of allopathy. He has also advocated, he has also given the use of allopathy along with the herbal medicine. So in the field of allopathy, the whatever the main disease is there, it is cured. Along with that, which factors are responsible for those disease, that is also cured. Means allopathy means 100% medicine is given so that the main disease as well as the factors responsible for the diseases are killed. Next, he also said that use of mercury ash as medicine, that was also given by him. Normally what happened, even gold ash, silver ash, these were also used as a medicine only. Similarly, mercury ash, that was also used as a medicine. Normally it is used for the digestion purpose because it requires certain heat in our body. So who advocated the use of mercury ash? That is Acharya Nagarjuna. Even Nalanda University has its school of chemistry. At that time, during those time, it has a school of chemistry and finance for study of research. The description of main rasa, uprasa, 10 types of poisons, as well as various types of salts and ash of minerals, different types of minerals. The ash of those minerals were used. So these all things are found in chemistry. So we can say that well development has taken place in the field of chemistry by ancient India. Next, copper statue of Buddha, it reflects expert knowledge and skill in the field of chemistry. Why? Because the copper statue, it is found from Sultanganj in Bhagalpur district of Bihar, and it is 7.5 feet high and it weighs 1 ton. That is a speciality. Statue of Buddha. Statue of Buddha at Nalanda, it is 18 feet high. Another one is a existing example that we talk about Vijay Stamba. Vijay Stamba, that is at 24 feet high. Vijay Stamba, that is 24 feet high iron pillar. It weighs 7 ton. It is built by Chandragupta II. Now what is speciality? In spite of nature's fury, whether it is a rain, winter or heat, over centuries this pillar has not yet corroded. Normally iron gets corroded easily, but this iron pillar has not corroded. That we say the best example, it is the best example of alchemical lore of India. So for chemistry you have to start from here, its usefulness. Next, why Acharya Nagarjuna is known as Acharya in the field of chemistry, and this copper statues examples we have to give. Next, in the field of science of medicine and surgery, what contribution has India made in the field of medicine and surgery? So India attained an unprecedented achievement, means never before. Yeah, you cannot compare. Such kind of achievement is done in the field of medicine and surgery. From ancient period, if you see, three important persons have played important role in medicine and surgery. Maharshi Charak, Maharshi Sushruta and Vagbhat. They are the pioneer. They have started the Indian medicine, science and surgery, and whatever they have done due to the intense research means continuous research, whatever they have achieved, that is reached to the greatest height. Now Maharshi Charak, what he has written, Charak Samhita, it is a book. What is the name of the book? Charak Samhita. It has mentioned 2000 medicinal herbs. Next, Maharshi Sushruta, he has written instruments, whatever instruments used in surgery, and the instruments were so sharp that they would split a single vertical hair in two divisions. It is not easy, a single, that also vertical hair, to be split in two divisions, but the instruments of Sushruta were so sharp that it would split a single vertical hair into two divisions. Next, Vagbhat. He has written Vagbhat Samhita. So altogether, Charak Samhita, Sushruta Samhita and Vagbhat Samhita, their books are very, very important and useful for every doctor. Next, Hindu herbal science of ancient time. What it contained? It contained a huge collection of minerals. Which minerals are used for what purpose? The medicine of plants and animals, they all were written in this book. It provided a detailed and complicated process of making medicine, how to use their medicine, their classification and usage. They could even stop blood circulation with bowl-shaped bandage. There are different types of bandage, different shapes of bandage, in which they used bowl-shaped bandage for stopping blood circulation. Even during those times when there was no technology, at that time they skillfully operated on abdomen, kidney, cataract, hernia, stone, piles and bladder. Even they would classify and join the broken bones, displaced bone, and easily they would extract the things pierced into the body easily and skillfully. Without any technology, they used to know wherever is a defect and they used to easily pierce the thing, take away whatever, extract the thing pierced, that by using a needle or any kind of a instrument. They would easily recognize symptoms and diagnose the disease. Even they used to give dietary direction after post recovery. Once the disease is recovered, afterwards which kind of a diet should be taken, it was also provided by them. Even during those days, they had a knowledge of plastic surgery, that joining the nose and ears. They would take a keen interest. They would help students to learn the surgery by doing surgery on dead body or on wax statue. They would also conduct risky operation during delivery. They were expert gynecologists and pediatricians, means they were expert in the field of women's problem and children problem. Last one, veterinary science. It is also included in this only. Last paragraph. So veterinary science has also developed. They have written books on horses, because during those days horses and elephants were used in battle or war. So which are the books? That is Hasti Ayurveda, Shalyotra, Ashwashastra. These books are well known. Scholars, science writer of medicine. Vagbhata, he has made a very important contribution, and name of the book is Ashtang Hriday. For match the following, it is asked Vagbhata. It has that is the name of his book is Ashtang Hriday.